The conquest of Makkah is not just an ordinary event in Muslim history. It symbolizes how after beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, left his homeland and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Allah grant him a victorious return. In our previous video, we discussed a treaty between the Muslims and the people of Makkah, one condition of which was that there would be no war for the next 10 years. However, the Muslims conquered Makkah just 2 years later. How did this happen? What was the event of the conquest of Makkah and how did it impact Muslims' history? In this video, we will explore all these events. Let's get started. I am Shan Haider and I want to introduce you Easy Ride, a companion for your holy journey. If you want to contact them, the contact information is available on the screen below. Now let's return to our topic. One of the conditions of the Treaty of Hudaybiyyah was that Muslims and the disbelievers of Makkah would form alliance with any tribe they wished. The allied tribes of both Muslims and the disbeliever would also be bound by the treaty's condition of no war for the next 10 years. At that time, there were two tribes in the region, Banu Bakr and Banu Huzayya. These two tribes were sworn enemies during the treaty. The Quraysh were the more powerful party, so both tribes wanted to ally with them. However, Banu Bakr allied with the disbeliever of Makkah, forcing Banu Huzayya to join the Muslims. This was the situation at the time of the Treaty of Hudaybiyyah. Although the disbelievers were more powerful, within 2 years, the Muslims had conquered the fortress of Khaybar and faced the Roman army in the Battle of Mu'tah. Therefore, the disbelievers of Makkah wanted to maintain the 10-year truce. However, Banu Bakr, any ally of the Quraysh, attacked Banu Huzayya. The Muslims allied. Consequently, Banu Huzayya sought help for the Muslims as the treaty had been violated. When the people of Makkah learned about this, they immediately sent Abu Sufyan as an envoy to Medina. Upon arriving in Medina, Abu Sufyan went straight to house of Habiba radiallahu ta'ala anha, his daughter, who had accepted Islam against her family wishes and was also the wife of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. When Abu Sufyan entered her house, she removed the carpet. He asked if he was not worthy of the carpet or if the carpet was not worthy of him. Habiba radiallahu ta'ala anha replied that the Prophet, peace be upon him, sat on the carpet and was an impure polytheist. Then Abu Sufyan went to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and pleaded with him not to terminate the treaty, but the Prophet, peace be upon him, did not accept his plea. Afterwards, Abu Sufyan went to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anha, then to Hazrat Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anha, and finally to Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu ta'ala anha, pleading with each of them not to end the treaty, but none of them accepted his plea. Abu Sufyan then returned to Makkah, shouting that the treaty had ended and that no one could protect them from the Muslims now. However, the people of Makkah did not expect an attack so soon. Meanwhile, the Prophet, peace be upon him, began assembling an army without informing anyone in Medina of the target. The further confused the people of Makkah, the Prophet, peace be upon him, sent a small detachment towards the direction of the Romans, making it appear as if the Muslims were headed that way and thus ensuring the safety of Makkah. However, a close companion of the Prophet, peace be upon him, wrote a letter to the people of Makkah and warning them of a possible attack from Muslims. He gave the letter to a woman who was to deliver it to Makkah. By Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded, the Prophet, peace be upon him, learned about this letter and sent Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu ta'ala anha to retrieve it from the woman. Upon retrieving this letter, Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anha, in anger, proposed to behead the companion who wrote it, but the Prophet, peace be upon him, pardoned him after the explained that he did it to protect his children who were settled in Makkah. Remember, in 5 Hijri, the disbeliever of Makkah came with an army of 10,000 to conquer Medina and failed. But just 3 years later, in 8th Hijri, the Prophet, peace be upon him, set out to conquer Makkah with an army of 10,000. This was the situation before the conquest. In our next video, we will discuss how the Muslim conquered Makkah and the strategies the Prophet, peace be upon him, used to deceive the enemy, which will demonstrate the Prophet, peace be upon him, exceptional military strategies. We will end today's video here. See you in another one.